One Piece chapter 1109 is here, and today we're gonna do something a bit different. I usually don't like to mention the cover art in these chapter reviews, but I cannot hold myself back today because we are starting a new cover story, and to me, it seems kinda fishy. So we see Onigashima underwater where old Wano was, and the most obvious conclusion is that Momo threw Onigashima underwater to symbolize Wano's freedom. But this is a cover story, meaning there will probably be more follow-up cover pages adding to the story, which makes me think that this may be Blackbeard stealing Pluton or Kaido's return. The reason I think it might be Blackbeard is because we've seen cover stories slightly ahead of the canon timeline before, and by the time the cover story finishes, I believe Caribou could have for sure let Blackbeard know where Pluton was. I also think this because this darkness in the background looks a bit like black mist, which could be Blackbeard's devil fruit powers. Okay, so the reason I believe this could also be Kaido returning is that this darkness might actually be a cave and I'm just stupid. And the only conclusion I can draw from that is that Kaido escaped the lava and exited his way towards the surface. Enough about the cover story though, because this chapter was insane, starting with Vegapunk's broadcast, which will be postponed for another 2 weeks because Vegapunk is a pro Twitch streamer and has to wait 10 minutes to make sure everyone is watching. Which, by the way, it's a funny joke and all, but right after he says that, we cut to the entire world that is already locked in on his stream, one of whom is Dragon, who is once again doing nothing. But it's okay, because we have a lot of other info to cover this chapter, because we find out Vegapunk's main body is officially dead, and we also find out that Gear 5 Luffy is a goddamn pizza chef. Y'all was calling Luffy weak, and he took that shit personal. Bro went from fighting his ops to straight up cooking them. Literally. Imagine you the average marine soldier and you just see a dude who is so strong it is illegal to even look at him get thrown like a goddamn frisbee. Luffy is playing disc golf with the strongest government power in the world and is using them as the disc. This is peak fiction, nobody can tell me otherwise. Side note, when I first saw Luffy clap Saturn and Kizaru together, I swear I thought he just killed them and I was literally in shock. This chapter also proves to me that Kizaru is definitely purposely losing because instead of getting up, he decides to lay down and covers his eyes with his arm. And I'd say he deserves it. Bro straight up decimated his former friend. His mission is complete. Finally though, we get to the end of the chapter and the planets are aligning. AKA, all 5 fucking Gorosei are coming to Egghead. Holy shit. This is something I did not expect to happen until at least the last 50 chapters of the series, and it's here already. Luffy versus all of the Gorosei. Now obviously, I don't think it's gonna be a full-on 1v5 scenario, like the Giants might help a bit, but this to me is still insane. I would like to mention though, I still believe this won't be the final fight with the Gorosei. At the most, I think Saturn might die, but there's no way they all do already. The main goal is to hold them off for 10 minutes so that Vegapunk can deliver his final message to the world, and this will be a tough feat. A tough feat we will be seeing in 2 weeks because Oda is on break. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. We upload weekly, and when this next chapter drops, we will be on top of it because I expect big things. Anyway, like the vid, sub, appreciate y'all, deuces.